Hey, good morning. Just coming off a sick day from stream. I ended up just sleeping through the whole stream and then sleeping until my wife came home and then sleeping until like 1 or 2 in the morning. So now we're going to play some RuneScape. Feel much better. Today we are going to do this Death to the Dorgeshuun quest. I think Slayer training is going to sit for a while. Because we have to fight these Infernal mages, and I can either fight them super slowly by slowly training my, or slowly popping back to an altar to get my per points back and using Protected from Magic and getting like 7 of them killed at a time. Or we can try to get some magic resistance gear, but that's going to require leveling ranged a whole lot. So we're going to look at maybe leveling range as we do other tasks going forward. Maybe some crafting at some point. But we've got a couple quests that are interesting that'll get us some cool unlocks, so we'll start with that. Death to the Dorgeshuun starts from the friendly cave goblin guy back in Lumbridge, which we need a light source for, so I'll grab that and we'll get started. Think about selling this cool magic hat. It's too bad I got it right after I got a really cool helmet upgrade. Yeah. What you gonna do? So hold on to the Ecto file. It's kind of a nice oh shit button, and I can also use it for quick fairy ring access. 4 of these is probably fine. Start holding some money on me also. Yeah, this all looks fine. Okay. What do I need for this quest? Tinderbox. 2 sets of ham robes. Really? I think I had 2 sets, but I sold some of them. So I still need a few more pieces. Chance to receive robes is higher during the quest. Okay. Pickaxe and a rope. Definitely have both of those. Not at 41 mining yet, am I? I don't think so. Rope. I'm just getting 221 empty buckets from leveling prayer. Oh, and of course my graceful set. Please. And probably air staff. Alright, we're mining 43. Attack 41. I think I can use the rune pickaxe then. Right? Just making sure. Yeah, I could equip it. What does the mining guide say? Equipment. 41. Rune pickaxe. Okay. Cool. I haven't had a chance to try that out yet. Let's go start the quest, and then let's get one more set of ham robes. So that's Lumbridge. Oh, I forgot to grab the light source. Oh, bitch. I can do that real quick. Hello, surface dweller. You show me the way to the mines. Follow me. Very cute with her giant eyes. Talk to Marstead. Good to see you again. The Dorgeshuun Council would like to ask a favor of you, if you're interested. What is this favor? Surface dwellers have been visiting the mines for some time now, but no Dorgeshuun have yet visited the surface. Curious about the surface, but we're also worried about the dangers. We know that Lumbridge is friendly, but we're worried that the H.A.M group will be plotting against us. Want to send an agent to the surface, we'd like you to act as a guide. I'll act as a guide, sure. Thank you. In order to get into the H.A.M base undetected, you'll both need to go in disguise. You get 2 full sets of H.A.M robes. Once you have them, our agent will meet you in the cellar of Lumbridge Castle. Okay, so I think I should be able to rob them more easily here. I wonder if the drop rate is increased during the quest, if it's like worth trying to farm some for money, because they're actually worth a decent amount if I recall. Alright, I do that though. I'm trying to pickpocket here. I probably should have brought a full set of robes, so I know what I would still need, you know? I think it makes it less likely that you get kicked out, too. Yeah, I can do it on the back end here. Actually got kicked out. Wake up in an unknown place. Just right outside. Okay, so I still need the H.A.M logo, but I was able to pickpocket everything else. Let's see. Top off my health real quick before we head back down there. Man, I just cannot get this emblem to drop for the life of me. I think I sold it for several thousand gold. I could use my rule of if I've sold it at the Grand Exchange, didn't know I could need it. It's legal. I didn't know that I needed it. It's legal for me to go back and buy it back. But kind of like pickpocketing. Kind of want to hit 35 thievery, so I'll keep going for it. Maybe I'll go in with an actual set of ham robes this time, since I've been neglecting to do that. Ugh, forgot to heal while I was at the bank. I need to do something about my UI with having things that tell me when I'm low on health, not just the thing with orb by the map. I'm not looking up there all the time. It might be possible RuneLite has that. Someone on YouTube gave me a heads up that RuneLite is better supported and free compared to OS Buddy Pro, which I've already paid for the month. I'm gonna have to carry over a lot of my settings, so we've done a lot of customization of OS Buddy in here. So I might wait to do that conversion for some time, but I do intend to convert eventually. I have to warp out just to heal in a second, right? I don't know what the max damage these guys can hit for is. Trying to figure that out. 2, at least. Hey, Theiving 35. Cool. Now rob first stalls. Okay, I don't want to die, so I'm gonna quickly grab some food, top off health here. Hey, there it is. I try to finish doing as much pickpocketing as I can, and then we'll go back. Tap it on my inventory, right? Of course, I got 2 back-to-back. Once I already had the one I needed. It's good. That one sells for a lot of money, though, so... Okay, I think we're ready for this. Let's see. Full sets. Turn to Lumber's Castle, settle, talk to Zamek, appear on the ladder. Castle Cellars here. Yo, Zanek, what's up? To the famous Melody. That's me. I'm Zanek of the Dorgeshuun. Can't wait to see the surface. You need to get us both sets of ham robes. Yes, I have 2 sets of robes. Should you follow me now? Okay. It's like that quest with the ghost gardener guy following me. Followed you around like a pet. Talk to the cook in the kitchen. Okay. Who is this? Is this a cave goblin? I'm Zanek of the Dorgeshuun. Pleased to meet you. The first cave goblin to visit the surface. Giving her a tour of Lumbridge. I think I met you. It's the Duke's birthday today. I should be making him a lovely big birthday cake. Eggs, flour, and milk. I don't know what those things are. Are they exotic surface foods? Basic ingredients of a cake. For the basic ingredients, why don't you already have them? It's worth a try. I think that's a quest. I think my wife Andrea did the quest to make him a cake. They're commenting on themselves there. Duke Horatio. Okay. She can get stuck on doors which follows you through zone transitions. Gotcha. Welcome to my castle. It's good to see a visitor from the Dorgeshuun. I am Duke Horatio. I am Zanek. Headman Urtog sends his greetings. Tell Urtog I wish to speak with him again. I think our cities would profit from trading with one another. It'll trade if he's not allowed visitors to enter the city. There's the old fogies who set in their ways. Heard of any ham activity lately? Been gaining members, but I haven't heard anything else from them. Maybe planning something, but they may not. I'd like to get into the city too. We're outside the castle. This is the surface. What's that giant light? That's the sun. It's so bright, I can't look at it. Amazing to think there's nothing above me, just the sun and air and empty space forever. You ever thought that maybe your world is just a sewer to someone else? No, we're on top. Oh. Alright, looking for Hans. I thought just spawned outside, right? He walked inside. There he is. Talk to Hans. Hello, what are you doing here? I'm giving Zanuck a tour of Lumbridge. I am Zanuck of the Dorgeshuun. Pleased to meet you. Everyone's so nice. Pleased to meet you, Zanuck. Not everyone in Lumbridge is pleased with the peace treaty, but I'm delighted to have new underground neighbors. Here to see Bob in the Axe Store. Whoa. Get out of my shop. Get out. What? You don't serve the likes of that thing in here. I don't even think you've got to sell anyway. Let's go, Zanuck. Rude. Didn't know Bob was a racist. Less interested in doing his quest now. Father Eric. Welcome to the Church of Holy Saradomin. What's a church, and what is Holy Saradomin? Surely you've heard of the god Saradomin, who creates forces of goodness and purity. I cannot believe your ignorance. Oh, a god. Not just a god. A god with more followers than any other. God do you cave goblins worship? We don't worship a god. Thousands of years ago, the gods made our ancestors fight in horrible wars. It was only after we escaped from them that we were able to build a civilization. God did the Dorgeshuun used to follow. Thanks, kitties. Opening and slamming drawers, hoping to get my attention so that I feed them, 7 hours early? He's a violent god of war. Sounds like Zamorak to me, one of the minor gods who followed him. Saradomin would never be so barbaric, I'm sure that's true. Talk to woman, instead of picking her pocket. Eek, what is it? I'm Zanuck of the Dorgeshuun. Cave goblin? Well, there goes the neighborhood. What do you mean? It's all very well the Duke signing a peace treaty with those creatures. Maybe that'll stop them attacking us. We become wandering around the surface and mixing with decent people? Ooh, gross. We were never going to attack you. You nearly attacked us. The only reason they're not a threat is they're so stupid. Stop talking about anything. I'm not here. Gross. Lumbridge Guide. I am the Lumbridge Guide. I am Zanuck of the Dorgeshuun. Pleased to meet you. I'll give direction to new players. It just says new players. Nobody questions that. No thanks. Here to see a goblin. Apologize for having killed so many goblins. Those goblins? Oh, shoot, I dismissed it. No, stop dismissing it. Stop dismissing it. There we go. Are those goblins? Yes. Hello, goblin? Who you? I'm Zanuck of Dorgeshuun. Dorgeshuun? Yes, the Dorgeshuun tribe. We live underground. We've been cut off from other goblins for generations, but now we're back. What? Your distant cousins? We want to learn about your culture. Culture? Your art, your philosophy, your way of life. Now that the God Wars are over, you must have been able to build a peaceful civilization. Pieces for a week. We goblins, we strong. Big high war gods say so. He make us strong. Oh, I see. Bummer. Talk to the shopkeeper in the general store. Hi, Ben. Come on, don't get stuck on the signpost. There you go. Or on the bush. Or on the tree. Hey, she made it. Talk to the shopkeeper. Can I help you? It's a surface shop full of exotic surface goods. What are you selling? Exotic surface goods. Here, look at her wares. Bucket and the hammer. What are they made of? Wood? Grows on trees? Amazing! A wood bucket and a wood hammer. And a newcomer map. Oh, that's cool. Have you seen enough of Lumbridge yet? I think I've seen enough of Lumbridge now. If you'd like, I'll tell you about the mark on my forehead. Yes, please. Oh, actually, I'm not interested. Ooh, cutscene. At the same time the passage of the surface opened up, I was visiting Juno the Story Snake. She likes to hear my adventures. She sometimes let me drink the tears of Guthix. I opened up the giant frog's stomach. They found all the missing silver in Miss Dag's brooch. Stories have entertained me. I will let you into the cave for a short time. Collected the tears like I had before. Guthix is another deity, I think. I hope I get ranging XP. There's like a mini-game that gives you XP. Not normal for the tears to have that effect. What happened? The power of the tears has marked you for a special purpose. Cannot tell you more now. That mark will soon fade, but someday it will glow again, and on that day you shall return to me so I can tell you more about your destiny. Cool. Since then I wonder what the sign meant. Perhaps she'll be able to help you find out. Cool. I'm excited to do whatever that minigame is. I guess this walkthrough suggests there's like a way I can unlock the minigame during the quest, but it requires, if I'm not going to buy it, requires that I have a higher crafting level, so we might work on crafting a bit later. I imagine crafting's going to be rough though. We're already in like the 40s. I might have to depend on quest XP to crank it up. And the lantern I want to make is 49 crafting. We are 43 crafting. Should figure out what all stuff I can craft though. Like if I can find something that's similar to the cow hides that I can actually focus farm, then I'll totally do that. The clock. I guess stuff like the cool Tears of Guthix conversation doesn't get spoiled for me by following the guide. That's nice. Climb down. Let's see, where am I heading? Talk to a regular member or guard. Talk to. Hello, sister. You fitted much better now that you're correctly attired. Before you stick out like a sore thumb, keep your eyes peeled. I've heard there are thieves among us. Go through all the questions. What are your people doing here? We're against the monsters, like Johanna says. I don't like them. Who are you, and what do you do down here? I'm a strong believer in the non-monsters policy. We should really get rid of them, and if that means I have to live in a cave like a monster, so be it. What do you think you're going to achieve? In a world without monsters, to live in safety and without fear of being attacked by ferocious beasts. Oh, man. This is distressing. I want to get rid of them totally. I want to enjoy the surrounding lands and not worry about our children playing in caves. Where did you all come from? Most of us came from small towns that had been attacked by monsters. We all got fed up with it, so we decided to join this movement. Yep. So I thought it was suggesting that I would get some custom dialogue here. Maybe not. Never seen you before. I'm Zanuck. I'm Zanuck. What kind of name is that? Zanuck isn't from around here. It's good rating members from further afield. Is the monster problem very bad from where you're from, Zanuck? The whole city is overrun by goblins. That's terrible. Goblins living right underneath Lumbridge, and the Duke is treating them as if they are people like you and me. He even signed a peace treaty with them. Hannes doesn't tell his plans to ordinary members like us, but I've heard he and Sigmund are planning something big. Uh-oh. That's scary. Oh. She caught up to me. Like her H.A.M outfit. Talk to Johannes Ulbrach near the jail. I didn't think she started spawning until we did the previous quest. I might be wrong about that, but... Listen to what that speaker's saying. They're lapping it up. No one challenges them or even asks questions. They're just sitting there while he fills their minds with hate. Yeah. Ooh. Shit was relevant back in 2002. Or whenever this quest was released. Welcome, sister, to our organization. Ours is a fight for humanity in all its shapes and forms, and to rid mankind of the monsters that exist in our world. We have no quarrel with a fellow sister. Are you planning to do anything about the cave goblins? You should know, sister, we don't let ordinary members in on all our plans, but rest assured those foul creatures will be dealt with very soon. Is it really necessary? How can you even ask that? Right beneath Lumbridge is a whole cave system full of those creatures. There's a whole city of those things down there. Not that anyone's ever seen it. What have they got in there? What are they planning? We've got to get them before they get us. Oh. Can't you please tell me? No. That kind of information is only for senior members of the group. Ordinary members like you must learn to trust your leaders. Uh-huh. Okay. Wander around the south part of the main ham room. Rosanna would spot a trapdoor. Oh. Look, there. Where? It's a trapdoor hidden by dirt. Ooh. It's a better eyesight than humans. Oh, clever. Seems locked. Climb down. First senior guard will see you and tell you to go back upstairs. Regular members aren't allowed down there. The other guards will not be so kind. Walk past him. Ordinary members aren't allowed here. Get him to face away from me. Hey, where do you think you're going? Nice. Get that ranged XP. Get through if we work together. I can't get too close to the guards, they'll see I'm not human. Get them to turn their backs on me so I can shoot them without them seeing me draw my crossbow. Interesting. Hey, what are you? Nice. This is great. It was clear to get past. There's a guard patrolling the corridor. I'll take care of him. Let me know when his back is to us. Isn't shooting people in the back wrong? Why more so than shooting them in the front? It's great. So that I have the advantage of top-down vision to be able to know. How'd you kill that guard in one hit? I want to learn how to do that. It's a special technique with the bone crossbow. Oh, right on. Nice. Got him. You guard patrolling the central corridor. Move to the eastern side. Talk to Xanath. Whoops. Two more guards. I don't know how to get behind them. A guard in the east corridor. If I wait at the end of the corridor, then you could lead him past me. Okay. You get her to follow me again, I think. Follow me. Wait here. You're not allowed there. Nice. Wrecked. Another one down. Whoa. Well, this guy respawned. That sucks. Wake up. Fred caught you. Managed to slip away. Thanks. Over here, right door. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Take this part slow. This is kind of cool that they managed to fit a stealth mission into this game's engine, right? Hey, what are you? Yep. Got him. Wait here. Nice. Final guard, go to the end of either the left or right passages and talk to Xanath again. Tell her to wait. Must have just gotten too close to this one. Because she steps forward when you need her to, so... Wait here. She steps forward. Perfect. Got it. You there. Nice. Listen to what's happening in the main room. Listen at the door. I can't hear anything. I can hear them. Say something about they're planning something about a machine. Oh no. What are they saying? Gotta do something. They're going to... Got you, spy. Ah. Ow, my head. Where's Xanath? Oh no, I'm super worried about this. Hello, mate. Happened to see my friend. A lot of commotion when they dragged you in here. There's someone else. She was struggling, I think. So they take her outside. I don't know what happened to her. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Gotta rescue Xanath. I like Xanath. Did they intentionally make the lock harder to pick during this? If so, that's super mean. Just exit this way. Xanath? Where are you? No! Ah! Not breathing. That sucks. The mark on her forehead's glowing brightly. I told Xanath that when the mark glowed again, she'd go to see her. Aw. Man. It's so, like... That sucks. I've said before that this game is innocent, but that's pretty dark and well set up thing to happen to her, right? Like... They do the thing where you have her take her around the town and get her to know everyone, so you kind of get a sense of what sort of a person she is. You find out that she's competent. She's dead, but the mark on her forehead is glowing brightly. Great way to get you invested in the character before they die, right? Light source. Sergeant Damien. Yeah, I'll go do your little mini-game, I guess. Okay, I think I can skip that mini-game going forward. I think I have the full set from it. It's giving me money now. I need to get out of these ham robes. They feel really gross to wear. I am sure. Okay, gotta watch out for those wall beasts since I don't have a Slayer helmet. Heading southwest. Keep Heading south from the cave entrance until you find a small stream. Requires a stepping stone. There's another clue stash. Jump over stepping. Make sure there's no wall beasts on the way. Jump across. And agility XP though. Follow the path. Climb down the rocks. Whoa, what's this place? It's a special snake. Talk to Juno. Tell me a story. Zanuck is dead. Cannot be. I return to learn of her destiny. The mark the tears gave her had not begun to glow again. It's glowing now. It is indeed strange. I must commune with mighty Guthix and the forces of destiny. Zanuck's death was premature. The gods will allow it to be reversed. Oh, thank God. Okay. They've planted that the resurrection is reasonable. Like, by establishing that she had the mark on her forehead and showing us the cutscene explaining how she got it, I feel like this resurrection is earned, instead of it just being pulled out of their butts, right? Tears of Guthix have powers beyond the understanding of mortals. They can restore her to life with the gods' permission. You must collect tears. Are you ready? Yes. Both hands free to carry the bowl. Speaking to you again when your hands are free. Zanuck has not yet fulfilled her destiny. The gods will allow her to be resurrected. Collect some of the tears using Zanuck's tear bowl. If you not normally deem you worthy to collect the tears, I'll let you into the caves for this special purpose. Yes. 20 tears should be sufficient. Collecting 20 blue tears. Green tears will decrease the amount of blue. Okay, so this is a mini game that I have to do other stuff to unlock the real mini game. I think I need to get my crafting higher to be able to do that, though. Normally there'd be an XP or a time limit, I guess. Collected 20 tears. The guide makes it seem like this is a weekly minigame you can do that gives you XP. Might be good to do for some of the more miserable skills to level. Prayer could be good. She's back! Don't kill me. They killed me, didn't they? Juno brought you back from the dead. Listen to me, Zanuck. You're marked for a special purpose, and you've been granted new life so you can carry it out. Your destiny is to lead all goblins into a new age. What does that mean? Someday you will know, but today you must hurry to foil the plot that even now threatens your home. Nice. Can't hear anything. Tunnel from the watermill cellar has reached the cave goblin tunnels, and the last shipment of machinery is on its way from Keldagrim. Do we have to deal with the dwarves? They may not exactly be monsters, but they're still not human. What's for the king's tolerance of monsters? We humans would have a better industry than the dwarves. Fucking Sigmund. About time that lot made themselves useful. Soon the mighty river Lumber will wash away those evil goblins forever. Death to the Dorgeshuun. Hey, that's the name of the quest. Gotta get to the Lumbridge watermill so we can foil Sigmund's plans. What did Sigmund do to you? It's horrible. They didn't kill me quickly. They were enjoying themselves. Oh, God. That's super dark. The light was so bright I couldn't see them or hear them laughing. Let's get them. I need to save my city and I want to get my revenge. Damn straight. What's it like being dead? It wasn't like anything. One moment it was Sigmund and his thugs were, you know. And suddenly I was down in the cave and you were here. There was nothing in between. Dorgeshuun don't believe in an afterlife. If there is one, we don't claim to know about it. If anything happened to me while I was dead, I don't remember it. Nice. Let's go. I'll have to remember that this is down here and quest for it later. Let's see. Can I teleport out now? Okay, looks like I can teleport safely. Get her out of the cellar. Get my gear. Okay, and I think this puts us in an instance. It's warning us, so I think I'm going to want to grab magic runes so I can safe spot the fight. I don't want to risk anything here. Chaos runes. Enough space to have both your hands empty. Okay. I don't think I need the light source anymore, or the money, or the pickaxe. I don't think I actually did need the pickaxe or the rope the whole time. This might end up being easier than I'm worried it's going to be, but I don't want to risk it if it's somewhere where I can lose my shit, you know? I have to use the air staff, actually. Yeah, because I'm almost out of air runes, but I've got tons of fire runes. I'll have to fix that later now that I've got all this money. Let's go. Where's Zanuck? Go to the chicken farm near the watermill. Cross the river from Lumber's Castle. I know where that is. I think if I go for a really long walk, yeah, she just occasionally teleports to me, as long as I don't teleport away. Whoops, sorry Goblin. It was on purpose. Search one of those southern crates. Means this farmer's not a member, right? That must be these parts out here, right? Outside the side of the building. Okay. And you can see a H.A.M member out here. Gotcha. Thinking what I'm thinking? I don't know. What are you thinking? Hide in one of these crates, and you can carry me downstairs as if you were carrying some of the machinery. Good idea. Gotta free both of your hands, though. Okay. Good idea. Go down the trapdoor. Go to the west room after climbing down the ladder. Let's see if I can equip my shit now. Crazy music. Let me mark that beacon ring before I forget. Because this thing does have a small magic defense bonus, so I could use it while doing melee stuff. Go to the west room. You and your goblin friend have interfered for the last time. Guards, killed him. Okay, safe spotted. Am I missing some runes? This is potentially bad. Now here we go. Firebolt. Make sure I've got it set up here. And let's murder him. Nice. The guards are only level 22. Oh, I see. So it's boss switches what prayer they use. It says that you need to bring melee or magic for this fight. Basically permanently turns on protection from ranged because of her attacks. That's kind of cool. So you have to have a different attack style in order to be able to win. I like that. It's a cool way to do a boss fight in a game that has safe spotting and still have there be some kind of like puzzle or trick to it. And this time we will meet again. What happened? He vanished. Must have had a ring of life. Ha ha! It uses the in-game thing. Get away from us this time. Definitely gotta take out Sigmund. Smash this machine. Smash the drilling machine. Yeah. Back to Dorgeshuun to tell them what happened. We can go south along the tunnel Sigmund has dug. I love that instead of just saying he had a teleport spell, we use that in-game mechanic of the Ring of Life. I think that's great. Show you the way through to the city. Wait till we tell Marstead about what happened. Return victorious to the Dorgeshuun mine. Come back, Zanuck. What have you to report? The city is safe. The H.A.M group was plotting against us, but we stopped them. Stop them this time, but the surface still poses a danger. The council's been debating how much contact we should have with it and wants you to make a recommendation. Nice. After all of that, the surface is a strange and wonderful place. We should embrace it. Not all surface dwellers are bad. Without Melilai, the city would have been destroyed for sure. Wow, the quests in this game are so good. Zanuck's recommendation was positive. Humans from Lumber should be allowed into the city. He now enters Dorgeshuun. Fantastic. I'm sure you won't regret this. Thank you for taking me on that adventure. I'll show you how to use the bone crossbow like I promised I would. Now I know the bone crossbow's special attack. Sweet. 2000 thieving XP, 2000 ranged XP, Dorgeshuun special attacks, entry to H.A.M storerooms, entry to Dorgeshuun. Sweet. Thieving 36. Now pickpocket cave goblins. That's appropriate. Set advance at range level. Your range is now 32. I guess they gave me a lit torch. Zanuck gives you a torch so you can see. Perfect. Goblin card. Okay, so I think we want to go down to Dorgeshuun. There might be a bank down here, maybe? Whoa. Ton of stuff down here. Yeah, there's totally a bank. Awesome. Cool. Whole new city from doing a quest. I love that. Alright, and we want to turn in those bones. That's why we did this quest. Also because this unlocks another H.A.M quest, which gives us prayer XP, and we really badly need prayer XP, so we can get the final protection for melee prayer. I'm going to work on that soon. Go ahead and grab a light source for while we're down here. Grab these special bones. Fine. Who's the NPC that's for that? Let's see. Oh, you can fast travel between Lumbridge Castle Cellar, Dorgeshuun Mines, and the Waterwheel Tunnel. Dorgeshuun Crossbow access. Often used to train range due to the fact that its ammunition is cheap and powerful and has stats comparable to those of a used shortbow. Range 28 to wield. Purchased from Nardok in the Dorgeshuun Mines after completion of Lost Tribe. Bolts up to iron. Only crossbow that can use bone bolts. High-level boats can use the Dorgeshuun crossbow. Purchased from Nardok's bone weapons in the Dorgeshuun Mines for 3 coins each. Bone bolts can't be made with any skill. Huh. Okay, so I think I'm going to want that, because I always stress out about, when I'm leveling ranged, wasting resources. It's not like runes, where like the rune is just gone. So let me get some money out and I'll go buy that while we're nearby. Let me get my graceful set back out too. I am sure. Talk to Nardok. Trade. Give me the crossbow. What's in a bone bolt pack? 100 bolts for 350 coins. Okay, it costs more and more over time, I see. $2,000 is probably good for the foreseeable future, right? We do want to do some range training fairly soon. So that will let us do that, and then we have an easy way to go replace ammo. Very good. I'm excited about that. That's been something I've been quietly stressing about for some time. Good if you have a bone crossbow. Let's see, if I don't equip those, I have my weight is minus 15 kilograms. If I do equip them, I just keep those on. Okay, they don't actually weigh anything. Good. Long bone. Barlock. Should be down here somewhere, I think. Located in a small isolated room in the west side of the bottom floor of Dorgeshuun. This is a crazy city. Super down with it. Cabinets, huh? This room up here, maybe? Not in here. Oh, I'm not on the west side, that's the problem. It's facing south when I came in. Womp womp. This is so cool. The content you unlock from doing quests. I think they're the coolest quests I've ever seen in MMOs in terms of the content that's in them. I was discussing this with my friend H.A.M, and he was like, I was trying to describe what some of the quests were like. It's like La Mulana quests. I'm like, yeah, that's basically it. It's like La Mulana, and the rewards are some of the best I've ever seen. Like, they're really willing to gate stuff behind quests in this game. Oh, I see. I have to go down and around. Okay. Bone collector. I'm about to get a boatload of construction XP, which is great. See how much construction leveling I can do with combat. I guess I only can get this XP because I'm already at 30 construction, so again, reward for having done 30 construction up to this point. Those bones, this is exactly the sort of thing I need. Will you sell them? I'll give you 4,000 GP for the bones you're carrying. I'll teach you something about construction as well, but it's highly technical. You won't understand if you don't already have 30 construction. Okay. Sweet. Gives you a short lecture and you learn more about construction. Construction 38 from 31. The way construction leveling works, I don't feel too bad about skipping 7 levels, because it's build a chair, unbuild it. Build a chair, unbuild it. Like, the fun part of construction seems to be building each of the unique objects once, right? Teak stuff. Bones. Oh, did he just take all of my bones at once? Must be why I got so much XP there. Hopefully he didn't... Okay, no. Curved bone is supposed to give you 2,000, long bone is supposed to give you 1,000, so he gave me 4,000. Let me look at what my current XP, I'm just panicking that I didn't get as much as I was supposed to get, but I think we might be okay. XP table. So I was level 31, which is 14,833. and I ended up getting like a little over 15,000. Yeah, so that's 9,000 plus 60. Okay, it worked. I just did it all at once. Sweet. What can I do with 38 construction? I'm curious. Let's go look at the skill guide in game so you can see what I'm seeing. Hall for quest trophies, games room, combat room, skill trophies, workbench, fireplace, crafting table, range, whetstone. I want to make almost all of those things at some point, I think. Storage, bookcase, tool store, shaving stand, tool store 2, tool store 3, pet house. Should look up later, try to find a construction guide, like what are the things that I actually want to build. Some of these I think I want, some of them are not as important. Grassland pet habitat. Fire of nourishment and eternal light with 66 fire making. Get a butler at 40. House size. Increases max dimensions and rooms, okay. Right on. So I think we're going to do another slice of ham next, but I'm going to need a second just to read what items and prerequisites I need for it. So I'm just going to sit AFK and enjoy the fast forward while I figure that stuff out. Okay, so I think we're good. Actually, this quest that we're about to do also requires Giant Dwarf and Dig Site, which is kind of fun. Already having those quest prerequisites. Before I go to start it, though, I was also looking at the bottom of Depths of the Dorgeshuun to see what it unlocked, and one of the things it mentioned is the H.A.M storeroom, and I'm like, okay, well, what's in the H.A.M storeroom? The H.A.M storeroom, you have chests that drop all kinds of different pieces of jewelry, including ruby jewelry. I've been regretting not being able to have the melee ruby enchanted necklace, the Amulet of Strength, because you need to have like 50 crafting or something to be able to make that. But it seems like there's a pretty good chance for that to drop in the H.A.M storeroom without having to craft it, and then I can use enchant on it to get the Amulet of Strength. So I wouldn't mind doing that. It might be fun to level thieving for a bit. So we'll take a break from questing to go spend some time in the H.A.M storeroom. Oops, I should have clicked something. I think I saw, what was the other thing I saw about finishing Deaths of the Dorgeshuun? Oh, there's a NPC in this town that sells leather gear that's appropriate for my current range level of 32. So I might want to swing by and grab that and see if it's good enough for me to fight those mages, the abyssal mages that are giving me so much trouble. Figure out where that NPC is, though. Leather armor. Central east part of the Dorgeshuun marketplace. It should be just north of me. Cave slime soup. There he is, Reldak. Get your leather armor here. Buy a set from him. Oh yeah, it's super cheap too. And we can have a range set. That'll be nice. Plus 15 magic resist, plus 4 magic defense, I should say. Cool. Yeah, so let's give this H.A.M storeroom thing a try. We want to have the full H.A.M ropes to do this too. Clear some space out of my inventory. I don't need to be carrying all these things to rob the H.A.M guys. Pretty pumped about getting access to a cheap ranged training resource. Seems like it's decent XP. Looks like I can wield a shield with it. Just generally happy about it. This is not a shield I'd want to wield, but I could wield the... Yeah, the mirror shield is pretty good. Okay. I need to grab the Frenetic ranged helmet. So I could go do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. What this money's for... I love how much of this game is opening up as we're doing more and more quests. Just like, even having access to fairy rings feels like it opened up a lot of convenience unlocks. And then finishing up the Ghost Ahoy quest and getting the permanent ecto file makes fairy rings way more convenient. Anyway, it's all very cool stuff. So I said a second ago that I want to go check out the H.A.M storeroom, but this Infernal Mage task has been driving me a little batty, so I might actually want to try that first to see how long I can survive with the frog gear and this archer helmet that I'm going to nab. Is there another way? Oh, there's a gate there. Okay. So if I take that shortcut, I don't have to walk all the way around. So keep that in mind for next time. Womp womp. But I'm curious if I have the frog leather gear and the bone crossbow and a bunch of food and the magic shield and the frenetic archer helm. Can I fight those guys without them being awful? Or is I'm still going to have to do them super slowly? Archer helm. Range +6, stab, slash, crush, magic, and range defense up. Cool. Oops. Over to Canifus if we can. It's like a pretty good setup. Everything I've got equipped here gives me a defense bonus of some kind. So let me see about getting gloves, maybe? Do I have gloves that actually give me a stat boost? Because having graceful on is not the end of the world. Slayer gloves. Stab slash crush only. Can I get something that gives me magic? Probably not. No. I guess defense is defense. I'll take them. I basically have a full kit, right? Yeah. Let's just bring all of the salmon. I might need it. Gonna try this out and see how well it goes. I'm a little bit nervous, but hey, maybe it'll work out. This is our first time like actually going for range for real, like using ranged to complete a current game challenge. I think I got ranged to 32 through like cows only, which isn't real. I'm not actually playing the game with that. Everything dies for free. And I'll go ahead and I'll keep protection from magic ready, just in case. Probably going to end up needing protection from magic. My understanding is the thing that makes this enemy so annoying... Oh shit, it's facing south all the time. The thing that makes this enemy so annoying is that their accuracy is super high, so even if you have a full defensive kit, it's not going to help all that much. I don't think having a high magic defense affects their max hit. I think it just affects their chance of hitting you. So the fact that it could nuke me for 8 damage is pretty bad. That's why we're bringing all this salmon, I guess. Okay, so we're going to see how this goes just by attacking normally. I don't think it's going to be super great. Then I'll try turning on the prayer and see how it goes from there. Also, I have my first ever special attack, so I'll have to give that a try. Just some extra damage. Range 33, that's cool. I didn't realize I was that close. So I can recover my bone bolts. Oh yeah, they hurt. Let's not do this without depending on... I'm going to try to just prayer flick here until I run out of prayer, and then we'll go do the H.A.M storeroom for a while. I think I'm probably going to do the H.A.M storeroom for a while, because not only do I want the Amulet of Strength, I think I also want diamond stuff so that I can make the diamond enchants, because I have the magic level to do that, and I'm nowhere near... Ooh, death runes. See, I have the magic level to do that, but I am nowhere near the crafting level needed to do it, and won't be for a super long time. So this is quite a bit slower than the rune longsword, but it's getting XP for something that I don't have a lot of XP for. Let me switch this to rapid. Get into a pretty good groove with prayer flicking, but it's really easy to get thrown off. Like if you make one mistake, it's easy to tilt. It's interesting. Yeah, I think for this to be feasible, and my range needs to be much higher. I can't really get away with training on these dudes because my ranged attack is so low. So maybe later I'll try to find something that I can train ranged on that's also helpful for doing something else. Look into like crafting leveling or something that What's something I can kill that I need lots of drops from that I can use ranged on to level it up? Right now, melee is way faster to kill these guys. They take way too long to kill. Alright, let's do the H.A.M storeroom for a while. See what stuff we get. And then figure out whatever happens after that. Don't have anything specific in mind. So, if we get thieving to 50 in the process of doing this, I don't think we're going to be there for 14 levels, but when we get thieving to 50, we can get the rogue's outfit, which is like the thievery equivalent of the graceful outfit, which I think we do want. I know we've been talking about getting thieving to 50 for a while to be able to do that. It makes us get more equipment from, more keys from the H.A.M storeroom, so I might want to think about trying to do that. But let's just go see how effective this is. I'll bring some food with me, probably going to need it. It'd be nice to have more of those cakes, that'd be perfect for this, but just take some salmon. Since we are running low on food, I'm probably going to have to do a little bit more fishing leveling soon for lobsters. Maybe get from 40 to 45 fishing on lobsters. We've done our quest for this session, so there might be a lot of grinding for the rest of this episode. It might be H.A.M storeroom, which I think might be kind of interesting to watch because, I'm gonna fast forward through most of it and report if we get an interesting or rare drop. And then fishing, which will not be interesting to watch, but hey, get to hear me ding several times, so. Let's see how this goes, and then I'll make some new determinations about what we're doing as we go along. Looks like this isn't not an uncommon place to be. It's kind of cool. Diamond necklace. Wow. I think that's a fairly rare... Yeah, it's supposed to be a rare drop. Awesome. So what I think I want is a diamond amulet. It's the one diamond item that I really want. It's going to make a phoenix necklace. Automatically restores warrior's hit points by 30% if they drop below 20%. They're one use after which they're destroyed. So that might be nice to have for an emergency. I think I do want to make one of those at some point. Very cool though. Very cool indeed. Okay, I want the diamond amulet, I think, because the diamond amulet is going to get us... a really good amulet that we can use for every class, warrior, mage, and ranged. Iron is in the northeast room. Alright, basically got a full inventory of keys here. This is exciting. Wow, we had one thing give us an emerald, sapphire ring, sapphire amulet, sapphire necklace all at once. That's fantastic. I didn't realize you could get multiple things at once. A lot of these have really good high alch prices that are often competitive with the Grand Exchange. So I guess my big issue is like I want to bring food down here, but I don't want to bring so much food that it crowds my inventory. But I could try to do that as a way to stay down here for longer, is just high alch all the stuff that we find from the keys. I'll have to find a food solution though. I'll think about it before we come back. Diamond amulet. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I'm very excited about that. Wow, that's so awesome. Man, I thought we were going to be here for a while until we got that. That was the one item I was really targeting. I guess we need a ruby amulet now also, which I think is less rare than the diamond amulet. We want ruby amulet to make a strength necklace, strength amulet, which is for melee only. But then also I want to have the diamond power amulet because that has good stats for everything if I have to do multiple things at once, or I guess I could use it as a ranged necklace. Since I don't have a necklace, it gives me a bonus to range otherwise. Shit, I'm gonna have to high alch some of this stuff. Hold on. I guess sapphire is the easiest one for me to get. Before this guy comes in here and takes my shit. How's I return some decent money? Interested to see. Okay, let's just keep going back and depositing these for now. I could probably make my diamond amulet. If this ultimately ends up being competitive with swamp toads, I'd much rather do this than swamp toads because swamp toads are so slow and they give no XP. This one's at least leveling up my thievery a little bit, and it's fun. So I might be able to sell the enchanted versions of some of these amulets for stuff too. Think about that. You go ahead and get out cosmic runes here. I think I can actually craft cosmic runes. I can pay back my shop or my Grand Exchange debt later. Level 4 enchant. Diamond amulet. Amulet of power. +6 to everything. Awesome. That's going to be really nice to have. Put that in with my main gear to see if there's a better range amulet or significantly better ranged amulet. See, I think we do want to use the dodgy necklace for this. I had one, right? Where did I put it? Dodgy necklace. Oh, it's opal though, and it doesn't look like I get opals from doing this. No. I guess the guards, maybe I have a chance to pickpocket opals from them, but I do check. 1 charge left. Okay. Never mind. Might be good in the long run to do, but... So I'll try bringing 5 food. See how long that lets us survive down there for. I guess if I'm getting opals while I'm down here, I can try to craft the dodgy necklace each time. Diamond's not as rare as it seems to suggest on the wiki. Oh god. Okay, hold on. High alking shit now, alright. It's a ruby necklace, but we need a ruby amulet, I think. What does a ruby necklace make? Level 3 enchant. Dig site pendant. Huh. Do you teleport to the dig site? Do you have to do some... You have to complete the dig site quest? Okay. I could see wanting that. The emerald amulet becomes an amulet of defense, which is almost strictly worse than the amulet of power that we just crafted. So I think if I get emerald amulets, I can freely alch them. Guards aggroing me for picking the locks thing is new. It's the first time that's happened. Check the H.A.M storeroom article and see if there's a way around that. Okay, I think I understand the problem. Before there were a bunch of other people in here pickpocketing the guards, and pickpocketing them stops their patrol route. So we just have to pickpocket all of them to kind of keep them from patrolling. Random event, Lederhosen. I think I might already have everything from this guy. What does he want? 2-tailed pheasant. Okay, I don't have to do that one anymore. I don't have to do the army one anymore. Hey, Thieving 37. Cool. Let's figure out what the ruby ring does when enchanted. Ruby ring is ring of forging, 100% chance to smelt iron successfully. Don't know that I have to worry about because I've got superheat item. I guess the difference is it doesn't cost a nature rune, but... Somewhat decent magic XP too. I don't know, it's just kind of fun. Emerald ring, sapphire amulet, sapphire necklace. Is the emerald ring free for me to... Ring of dueling. Teleportation ring made by level 2 enchant. 8 to teleports before it crumbles away. I think we want that one. Actually. So I think that the teleport from that is actually pretty good. I've seen other guides mention using a ring of dueling, and I haven't, to my knowledge, made one yet, so... Two ruby necklaces, I still need a ruby amulet. I think that's when we'll stop this. Keep going until I get that.
Next trip, if we have a next trip, we're gonna make a dodge necklace. I think it'll be worth it. It's like my cat is going crazy over here. I think he's found like a bug or something behind my computer. I'm gonna pause the recording here. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. It was a cricket. I have this really stupid phobia. I'm afraid of mice, as dumb as that is. And we haven't had a mouse in our house since I was a kid. So I definitely hadn't had a mouse while having a cat. But Ben was going so crazy trying to get at this cricket that was behind my computer that I was like freaking out thinking it was a mouse. It was just a cricket, so I took care of it. Hey, we got our ruby amulet. We can get out of here now. Very cool. I should mark ones that I actually want to convert white, and ones that I don't mind disenchanting as green. That's correct. Ruby ring was... Oh, I just need to memorize what all these things make. Ring of forging. We'll open up the last two doors and then we'll go... Oh, I'm so close to 38 thieving. I could come back and do one more run just to get 38 thieving and then bail out. I actually go to Ardoyan and get some more cakes. I'm out of cake. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to... They'll get me to 38 thieving and then we can have some more cakes, which were convenient to have before. Can stall leveling fishing and cooking a bit. The cat seems to think that there are more crickets back there. As far as I can tell, there is just the one. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Alright, let me go ahead and make this amulet of strength. I think it's cosmic runes. What else? Earth runes. I may as well use an earth staff. And level 2 enchant, level 3 enchant. Oh, fire, that makes more sense. Alright, and now we have an amulet of strength. Fantastic. Might want to try that out on those abyssal mages. I mean, plus 10 strength seems kind of significant. It makes them faster to kill. We'll maybe try that later, we'll see. Alright, so I need water runes to go to Ardoyan. Let's grab the water staff. Get my Grayson kit back. And let's top off on health. I almost forgot to do that. Thieving 38. I got almost a full stack of cakes from the guy on the other server that was grabbing them. Okay, let's pause at this stuff, and what else was on the docket? We were going to do another slice of ham. Just got my amulet of strength, which was exciting. I thought there was something else grindy that I said I wanted to do. I got super distracted by my cat going insane to kill this cricket. And what other skill could I... Oh, probably fishing, but I just got a bunch of cakes, so I'll deal with not doing that. Let me go on a quick fact-finding mission. I want to see how effective this new amulet is against these abyssal mages. I think I need to restore my prayer first. Yeah, there's an altar here. Okay. I'm gonna go pop over by that altar. I'm gonna put this water staff away. So we want amulet of strength. One magic isn't gonna make that big of a difference. Since they only hit with magic, is it technically better for me to go in with a melee kit? These don't give strength bonuses, right? Can I bring the frog leather stuff? Yeah, I've never thought about doing it that way before. Makes sense though. In that case, I will bring the beacon ring. Let's see. And the mirror shield and the Slayer gloves. Should look into finding if there's a cape out there that actually has stats on it. Not just the graceful cape. See what I can do in that department. And we're gonna want food. I really just want to get out from under the Slayer task. Do something else, you know? Altars Northwest. So I think we'll give this a shot. See how it plays out. I need the Trauma staff. Whoops. I feel like I'm missing something. We'll give this a shot. See how it goes with the anti-magic gear, but still melee. Taking out the Abyssal Mages. It might just like run out another set of 42 prayer points, and then I think we'll start another slice of ham. If that makes sense. Yeah, that's rough. Their max hit is still a whopping 8, and I don't think having high magic defense can help me at all with that. I guess I am able to kill one without needing to pop prayers the whole time, but still, woof. Alright, we'll just burn through our prayer points and then we'll go. I think I'm going to go ahead and do another slice of ham after all this. Really, attack 43. That's cool. Made several trips to fight these guys. We killed a total of 20 of them. Ugh. I think I just need to set a goal to every so often go and knock out like 10, maybe. Slowly clear it. I guess there's a way to skip Slayer tasks. It involves using up Slayer points, and I really don't want to do that, so... bounce. Okay, just gonna take a quick minute to look into another slice of ham if I need to have some items beforehand. I think we're good, but I'll be back in a bit. Try to double check it. Okay, I've completed my research. I think I'm gonna start, but I need to go have some breakfast first, so I'm gonna take a break. See you guys in a bit. Not how that much time has passed. I'm like, if I'm gonna be AFK, eating breakfast, I should at least be doing something productive while I'm AFK. So we're gonna go do some fishing. I'm gonna try to get some lobsters. Need to figure out where we're going. I think Catherby, but I don't know if Catherby has lobster cages. Lobster pot. Major fishing shops. There is one in Catherby. Okay. Fish lobsters. Yeah, I think we're doing a Catherby here. It's fairly close to a bank. I actually don't know how these lobster pots work. Wiki doesn't really say. I don't know if I need to just have one and I can keep spamming it. I guess I can try. It's right out here, huh? Wow, the catch rate for lobsters is abysmal, huh? Maybe it's only at first until you catch one yourself. Hey, we got our first lobster. It only took like 2 minutes. That's okay. This is the AFK thing I was talking about. It looks like it's getting us some fishing XP, so... Also, it looks like I only need one cage, which is nice. So I'll just be AFK fast-forwarding this while I eat my breakfast. See ya. Burn rate on lobsters ain't looking great. Ugh. Didn't realize how close Catherby was both to a range and a bank, so this is actually going to work out pretty well. I'm still eating over here, just finished cooking. Yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely going to go to 41 fishing. Might try to hit 42 fishing. Maybe we can think about going for 45 cooking. Reduce that burn rate a little bit. Okay. AFK.
Hey, there's fishing 41. Helps a bit with the catch rate. Hey, speaking of fishing XP, it's Evil Bob. Let's do it. Oh, wait a minute. This wasn't the quest I was expecting. What's this? Prison Pete. You've been captured too? Evil Bob captured me and stuck me in this prison. How do I get out of here? Some of these balloon animals have keys in them, and if you pull the big lever, it tells you which shape animal contains the correct key. But I can never find it. Pull the lever to find out which shape animal contains the key. Pop that sort of animal to get the key. Okay. This is the first time I've seen this one. Okay, so it's the one over here? They actually all look almost exactly the same. I guess it's the segments on their tails, maybe? Try it on the door. Okay, I see. Goat. One more, I think. Short to the ground is a single dot in its butt. This one. It's pretty funny, this quest. Thank you, you're my friend forever. Get out of here before the cat notices. You quickly escape the prison with Pete. Your help's here, have a present. Gave me a teeny amount of money. Okay, was not fishing XP. $45 cooking seems really doable, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll go do another slice of ham. Fishing 40, and by fishing, cooking 45. Now cook meat, pizzas, and swordfish. Members can cook brockfish and fluxia bats. Sweet. So I got on a research tangent while I was fishing there. Started with the Tears of Guthix minigame, which we have access to because of doing Deaths to the Dorgeshuun, but it said that we needed, it was like 49 crafting, so I'm like, okay, what do I need to do if I want to level crafting? And it seems that a good way to level crafting is to make gold bracelets and then high alch them. And I was like, oh, but if you're making the gold bracelets, you may as well also smith the gold using goldsmith's gauntlets. I'm like, oh, what are goldsmith's gauntlets? So I clicked on that, and then there's another quest we have to do to unlock those, and that quest gives you an option between 3 gauntlets that I would want. One that gives you the goldsmith gauntlets effect, one that makes food less likely to burn, which would be really nice for these lobsters, and one that makes chaos rune bolt spells do more damage, which is the main kind of spell that we use. So I feel like that's probably a good feature focus after we finish another slice of ham. One of the main reasons we're doing another slice of ham, though, is we need to get prayer XP. I'm trying to get to 43 prayer XP so we can get halberds, but just saying that we've got a lot of quests that I'm interested in at the same time, and I'll try to pick one to land on. But let's go do ham. We've been putting it off for a little while. I'm popping to Cave Goblin City. I never did try pickpocketing the cave goblins since they're new, so I might do a couple of pickpockets real quick just to see if they have any interesting, unique loot. Bat shish kebab. 2 hit points. Fingers, coated frog legs. Fingers also heals for 2. Coated frog legs heals for 2. I guess you use them to be able to continue pickpocketing, huh? A lantern. Alright, here we go. Talking to the gobos. Headman Urtog, I cannot stress enough how important it is that this train like completed on time. You're like a business suit. I love that shit. Mining companies have taken out considerable loans. I understand your concerns, Ambassador, but you must realize that discoveries must change the whole schedule. To remove them too hurriedly would be a crime against knowledge. What are you talking about? A new underground train link being built between our city and the dwarven city of Keldagram. Oh, that's cool. It must be why we had to finish Giant Dwarf before coming here. His business suit is too funny. Be the pinnacle of dwarven engineering. We finished by now, except they found some old goblin bones they want to dig up.
Earth, very important artifacts were buried beneath the Dorgeshuun Civil War. Could shed important light on our history. Do you have any experience with archaeology? I did pass the archaeology exam at the dig site. Oh, I love the quest prerequisites. I had a major archaeological project for generations, so if you could give us some help, we'd appreciate it. I'd love to help. The train tunnel is to the southwest of the city. We could do it on quest. 54 quest points. So much more green in here now. Very nice. Southwest of the city. They just posted like an hour ago on the subreddit that they're going to be polling to add another new quest, the Frementic Exiles. I think we can definitely beat all quests in this game. I'm interested to see how many more new ones get added before we finish this project, though. The estimate I read was like 350 plus hours for the Questscape. Seems... no, it might be... I think it's going to be more than 350, but we'll see. We've made quite a lot of progress in 150, and basically the first 100 were spent leveling up skills. Oh, this is cool. South along the tracks. Subway. Hey, it's Zanuck, my favorite person. Hello, what are you doing here? Taking a look at the things that are being dug up here. Amazing to think these things were used by my ancestors hundreds of years ago. May have been brought down from the surface. Tegdak. Hello, surface dweller. Pertug asked me to help with the dig. I have an archaeology qualification. Oh, in that case we could use your help. There's some ancient goblin artifacts buried in the ground around here. We want to extract them, but we don't have much experience. Could end up breaking them. Extract them, clean them, and bring them to me, please. Sure. Trowel, I guess? Trowel. Got it. There's 3. I like the different graphics for whether they've been cleaned or not. You could have just as easily made it so that when you dig them up, you automatically use the brush and get the clean version. Thank you. Fragment of armor. Look at the design. There's a lot of the design of the goblin armor I saw on the surface. Confirms that our ancestors retained a lot of customs from the surface even after they came down here. Guards didn't start wearing leather chainmail until after the Civil War. It's a piece of a shield with a stress fracture. The shield was made during the Dorgeshuun Civil War, not handed down from the time of the surface. Even by the time of the Civil War, our ancestors were beginning to lose their skills at making weapons. A piece of a helmet. Its eye holes are so small. You guys have giant eyes. It's a bit like a sword. The early Dorgeshuun must have been used with a larger variety of weapons than we do now. Some kind of blade. A spear tip? It's an axe head. Used for cutting down trees. A stick with a lump on the end. I think it's a mace. A mace? Kind of weapon. It's all the artifacts we needed to extract. Thanks again. The most interesting one is the ancient mace. It's the only intact weapon, and I'm pretty sure it dates back to the time when the Dorgeshuun were on the surface. It's covered in symbols, but I can't decipher them. Zanuck, could you take it to the scribe? You might know what they mean. Cool. Before continuing, it's recommended that you bank and equip gear to fight with range or magic. Melee will not work. We won't get a chance to bank, and if you die in the fight, you permanently... Okay, yeah, let's do that. Put the graceful gear away. Talk to the goblin scribe. How is the dig going? Let's finish the dig. She dug up. What do you think it is? It's a mace. What kind of weapon? It's a magical weapon from the surface. Can you decipher the symbols on it? Written language has developed so much since then that it's totally indecipherable to me. Did you say you talked to some surface goblins when you were trying to find your way through our mines? Yeah. Talk to the goblin generals. Oldok used to be here to help us get there. That sounds great. Oldok. Is like a scientist? I really like the cave goblins. Very cool indeed. See the results of my experiment with nature runes. Not right now. I actually do want to see that. You make moving over distance spheres to somewhere other than the city. Make a moving over distance sphere to anywhere you like. Goblin Village. I need each one to get you to the Goblin Village and one to bring you back here. Dope. Pretty cool animation. Oh, my eyes. So different from Dorgeshuun. Okay. There I am. Oldok's calculations aren't always exact. New shit. Who you? I'm Zanuck. Lost tribe? Been cut off from the outside world for thousands of years and now we're back. So legend true, what you want? Can you tell us anything about this mace? Holy Mace of Big High War God. Time of Great War, strongest goblin warriors carry a mace like this. They use them to take favor of gods away from enemy. If another god protecting enemy, goblin warrior uses this mace and favor of god is stolen away. Dorgeshuun don't have quite the same attitude of the god as you on the surface do. All goblins worship Big High War God. You're not real goblin. I am a goblin. She is goblin. Whoa, Crabfoot, what do you know? She is goblin. She more than that. Last night I have dream. I see this new goblin come into village holding up holy mace. All goblins gather around her, not just from village, from all over world. She is chosen commander. Whoa. That's cool. I like her too. Say someday Big High War God send chosen commander to lead us to victory over whole world. Can't be the chosen commander. She's not a proper goblin. She not worship Big High War God. Give a speech to everyone. This Zanuck, she from Dorgeshuun tribe. She say she chosen commander. Well, she didn't say that. I don't know what she have to say, but in case she chosen commander, we let her speak. What should I say? I don't know. Goblins of the Goblin Village. I am Zanuck of the Dorgeshuun. You may know the legend of the Dorgeshuun. Let me tell you our own version. Thousands of years ago, the Big High War God forced all goblins to fight in a terrible war. Big High War God. Oh, listen, the god came into the Dorgeshuun to fight a battle they could not win. You weak, you hide instead of fight. You don't need to think in those terms. We lived for centuries without war and without gods. Oh god. We're under attack. Goblins scatter into buildings. Shots came from the top of that tower. Snipers. Oh. Maybe get to the ladder, it looks like. Well, the music for this section is pretty sweet. Oh, I like the custom camera angle here. This is why you need to use magic or ranged. Oh, I didn't bring any food. Shit, I thought I could save spot. Hopefully we'll be okay. Fingers crossed. Could always warp out if shit gets bad, right? Do still have law runes. We'll be okay. Oh, they give you some bolts. Cool, like little, it's almost like a turn-based RPG fight over here. Okay, we gotta bring food next time. Holy shit. To lose some graceful stuff. If I don't land these hits, alright. Okay. You can never defeat me. I've been training my combat by killing goblins around Lumbridge. Shoot him while I have him distracted. Eyes. Don't even think about it, Mallow. Make one move and I'll slit her throat. The little goblin friend is a role in my plan. I'm taking her to the tunnel we built from the Lumbridge Swamp Caves to the new Dwarven train track. When the cave goblins find that the Dwarven train has killed their hero, there'll be war between them. Saradomin's chosen children can watch as two vile underground races wipe each other out. Sigmund is just like he's the butler. He's such a bad guy. You must rescue her. Turning off OpenGL. Okay, yeah, it was a special effect. Take our best warrior, Sergeant Mossfist's. No, Sergeant Slimetoe's best warrior. Take the ancient goblin mace, may be useful. Cool. Okay, hold on. Here's the mace, ancient mace. Strength 14, prayer 3. Ah, cool. The ambush. Possible to avoid all damage by hiding behind crates. Click an enemy, then immediately after hide. Oh, so you can. I think they call that flinching. You can flinch them. Did not do that. Another short cutscene where Zanuck is kidnapped. Goblin General said it's sending sergeants. Give you the ancient goblin mace. You have to go to the Lumbridge Swamp Cave entrance and meet the goblin warriors who'll be helping you. We gotta get some food before I do anything, though. So while I'm here and while I'm thinking about it and I have my money, let me restock on air runes. Keep forgetting to do that. Okay, gotta go to the Lumbridge Swamp. Let's do it. Let me heal up and get some food to bring with us. Oh, interesting. This says that I need to go in through the normal entrance to the Lumbridge Swamp Caves, which I've never used. I've always used the shortcut from the quest, so I gotta grab a rope really quick. I've got my light source. Hey, it's the goblins. What's up, guys? That's me. Generals say we help you rescue Chosen Commander. Too important for puny human to do on own. You just get killed. come to look after you so you don't die. Grubfoot says Pink Robe Man take Chosen Commander down this hole. We distract guards for you. If we see them, we attack them so you can pass while we fighting. Sweet. I'll be fine without a tinderbox. I guess I didn't need a rope. Okay. Come down the entrance to the caves, and next to the rope should be another ladder. I don't think I remember seeing that before. Cutscenes. Oh no, goblins. Puny even scared of me. Probably gone to get reinforcements. I'll be back in a few moments with more guards. Tell one to wait behind. One of you wait here. Run down the hallway, going to the room off to the east side. Hiding while the guards run past. I think we were supposed to wait with this guy. I don't think he can actually defeat them. So I'll try leaving and coming back and seeing if that works. Oh, I get caught and thrown out of the tunnel. I see. I can't help them fight. Try this again. Tell them to wait. One of you wait. Okay. The door. Okay, cool. Tell the second goblin to wait here. Down by the boxes, get one more guard to come out. Here he comes. Wait till the third guard passes. Walk. Oh, I guess I could have figured this out on my own without using the walkthrough. I was like, this seems like this is a specific thing you need to do. It looks like it's like a stealth puzzle. You just have to start over whenever you make a mistake. Makes sense. You tied her to train tracks. Snidely Whiplash. The first dwarf train will come thundering down the tunnel and crush you, and then the goblins and dwarves will go to war. Monster. You're the monster. Meet again, LLI. This time your goblin friend can't help you. You're on your own and have no way to overcome my prayers. Right, because it was having two of us is why we were able to succeed before. Protect me from melee. Oh, switch to the Ancient Mace. Use its special ability? Oh, did it drain his prayer? Oh, that's cool. I dig that. The music in here is pretty great, too. Man, if that drains prayers, that's kind of OP. I kind of want that. Maybe try to use that for fighting the Abyssal Mages if I can pop the special attack every so often to get some prayer back. My big problem with farming them is just the hassle of having to leave constantly, and I don't think I can make prayer potions. So I can't trivially farm for them, I should say. Cool. You win. Somehow I will have my revenge. Untire. Cool. Hooray! Grand opening of the Dorgeshuun Celtigrim train line. Tell me about your exploits. It seems the Dorgeshuun owe you our lives once again. All in a day's work for an adventurer like me. Keep the Ancient Mace. Okay, I'm glad. I was about to say, what if they take it away from me? Cool. I'll have to give that a try later. 3,000 mining and prayer XP. I guess the prayer makes sense. Ancient Goblin Mace. Access to Dorgeshuun Celtigrim train route. Ability to buy village teleport spears from Oldak. Okay. So we mostly did that for the prayer XP. I think there's one other quest I can do for prayer XP. I like the train effect and the sound effects on this area. Percussion sounds like train rolling down tracks, right? What's the name of this song? Slice of Station. Now I could also go train ranged on those moss giants. They had a really solid safe spot for them. I kind of hate to fight something that doesn't count for Slayer XP, but the reason I'm thinking of doing that is that I can bank all the bones, and I can consider it I'm doing two things, is I'm getting bones and I'm getting ranged XP. It's either that or I do this quest that gives 2,000 prayer XP, and that should be enough to level me up, but it looks like it's a longish quest. Yeah, these are all fairly long. I think we're going to give this a try. I'm going to see about leveling ranged against the moss giants in the Edgeville dungeon. Put some gear together and give it a shot. Alright, so the plan here is to... I probably don't need to bring this many lobsters if I'm going to be doing ranged. I'll bring like 2 or 3 maybe. That should be fine. The plan is to farm for bones. Bring the bones back, and then we'll plan to turn in those bones excuse me, through the Ectofuntus. So we need 1734 prayer XP. I think we get 60 XP per big bone. Sounds right. 1734 divided by 60 is 28.9 big bones. So it's really only 2 trips. Actually, we're not as far off from leveling up as I thought we were. So yeah, we'll do 2 full trips of big bones and whatever else interesting that drops. Just make sure that we've got 28 by the end. And this won't be that long of a distraction. And then once we finish that, we still have time left in this episode, I think. I don't think this will take us 3 hours. We should have time to do the next step in the halberd quest chain, because we'll finally have all the protection prayers. And maybe I can find something to skill up attack and strength on with the halberd. It's kind of been the goal this whole time. Something that's safe to safe spot. I mean, moss giants might even work for that purpose. I think the safe spot there, you can hit them with the halberd. You're not even further than a square away from them. I'm going to take a look at the Slayer Master, though, and just see like what the cost is to cancel the assignment. We think there's a way to do it where it doesn't break your streak. Rewards, maybe? Tasks. Send points to cancel or block your current task. Cancel it, maybe send that task again in the future. 30 points. If you block it, you'll knock at that assignment again. 100 points. Neither option will reset your current tally of completed Slayer tasks. So I could spend all of my points to never get Infernal Mages again. But I need to keep saving up so I can get shit that I need. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I'm looking forward to trying it finally. Alright, this is going to be pretty AFK, so pop in if anything interesting happens. These things are pretty good for this. Like, I'm not really ever missing. I actually wonder if that one time I hit for 0, if that was just the damage range. We got an Ensouled Giant Head on the first kill. I want to say that was 650 per hour XP. So I could just do 1 trip. I think I'll still get all the big bones. We'll bank this in the future if we're trying to get more prayer levels from Ensouled Heads. Kind of feels like going for an Ensouled Head run, even with having the Fairy Ring. Kind of want to do as many heads at once as possible. Range 34. I'd really like to get range to 40. I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot to bring nature runes to High Alch stuff. Oh well. Ooh, we got another mossy key. It's for a custom boss fight, I think. I wonder if I can handle that yet. I don't think I could last time I read about it. If you die, items will be permanently lost. Combat level 128. Maybe not. Range 35. Multiple of 5. You can now scale the Catherby Cliff by use of a Mithril Grapple. If I ever go to the trouble of crafting one. I think I got a ways to go before I can make it. So this next Moss Giant trip, I need to bring 15 bones out with me, and then we should be good. But I had one of these mossy keys already. I wonder what happened to it. Maybe they don't stack and it's in another... Let's see. Looks like just one. Brass key, bone key, mossy key. Maybe it was the bone key that I'm picking out? Or the giant key? Giant key... Oh, it's a different boss. Huh. Ogre Slayer. How can I fight him? He drops a rune kite shield, which I might want. But it seems like it's a hard fight, so I don't know that I want to risk it. I want to make sure I try it when I have better stats, you know? Grab the nature runes this time. Alright, back we go. Sandwich lady. I have a bread roll on me. Okay. Shit. Trying to high alch this sword here. Hey, range 36. Cool. 4 more to go. Mithril crossbows. Here's another Ensouled Giant Head. Big fan of those.
There's the 15 bones I need. Let's get out of here. Grab the ectofile and do some fun prayer grinding. Everybody loves it. And we got range 36 out of that. It's pretty good. 3 levels, 4 levels? Something like that. At least you know that that's very doable. And now I feel like I'm not really spending any resource at all when I'm using the bone crossbow. Compared to the old bows I was using, I was really stressing out about picking up all my ammo and stuff. I guess it also helps we have that setting that whenever you pick up ammo, it goes into your slot instead of going in your inventory. Sure, I got 29. I sure did. I think I remember how to do this effectively. Let's see. I needed the ectofile. I needed 9 pots. Buy the buckets there. 9 bones. 18 gold. Okay. Should be a few trips, but you'll get to enjoy it in fast forward mode. We'll do the graceful set, of course. Here come the dings. Here come the dings. 9 consecutive dings. It's a beautiful sound. Ding, 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 ding. And here come the dings. Alternative Route is now my grinding song. It fills me with determination to continue grinding through something. I have to restart it whenever I change a world, so I have to be careful. But alright, 2 more. This will be a quick run here. Alright, last round of dings for a while. I don't think I want to focus straight in prayer for a bit. Comes the first 2 dings. There's 43 prayer at last. We now have protection from melee. Oh, and there's new information developed from the prayer tutor in Lumbridge Chapel. Should go see what that is. And I'm just going to burn my remaining bones just to get them out of my inventory. And refill my file. Cool, and that'll be a good point for me to take a break here. Babysitting duties start soon. Next time we pop in, though, I'm going to try to do the halberd quest. I feel like I have all the tools to do it now, right? And then we've got several other quests to check out after that. Seem pretty interesting. Hey, it is many hours later, but I am back. I did some research into the halberd quest, and I think it's going to take us more than the 2 hours that's left in this episode, so I do want to focus on it. It's not going to be like Dragon Slayer, where I'm going to be like, this is going to be a whole episode, maybe next episode, and then not do it. But I think we'll start it next episode, and I'll just focus through it, because it's technically 2 quests to get the halberds, and I think both of them are pretty long. As far as continuing to do stuff to prepare for it, I guess I could probably get my ranged up. Actually, while thinking about getting my ranged up, I remembered way back to stream, one of the only spoilers that made it through without getting cleared, someone had mentioned that there's a way that you can get your ammo to automatically pick up off the ground. And I thought when they said that, what they were talking about was the Lumbridge tutor character setting it so that when you did pick up ammo that it would go straight into your equipment instead of going into your inventory. It was when I googled it earlier to try to figure out what they were talking about, because before turning that option on, range was a pretty stressful thing for me to do because it took so much extra time to pause and pick up all your ammo. But I really thought that they had said, no, it literally picks up the ammo immediately when you fire it and doesn't just go straight into your inventory. So I googled it a little bit further, and sure enough, that does exist. It's a quest that gives you a backpack that does that very same thing. I think the quest is called Animal Magnetism, and I would like to go do that. So let me find where we go to start it. I don't think it's that long of a quest. Oh yeah, and it requires the Restless Ghost, Priest in Peril, 18 Slayer, 19 Crafting, 30 Range, 35 Woodcutting, 31 Prayer. And Ernest the Chicken, which I haven't done. And a Mithril Axe, which remember, I don't know if you remember, but we have a Mithril Axe, is this 10-man account, because we got one to drop from a Basilisk, not because we bought one on the Grand Exchange, so
It's cool that randomly we actually needed to have that for a quest. It wasn't just because I was being anal about woodcutting, but mostly because I was being anal about woodcutting. Alright, well we have to do Ernest the chicken first. I'm pretty sure I already started that quest. I may have started that quest during the live stream. That's been open for a minute. So let me find out where we're going for that. Should find her fiancé Ernest, who's gone into the manor. We talked to Professor Odenstein. He said that Ernest has turned into a chicken and he needs a pressure gauge, a rubber tube, and an oil can. Okay. So I need fish food, poison, and a spade. It looks like I can get all this stuff during the quest. So let's go do this here. Get my earth runes out of the bank really fast, I guess. Spade, looks like we're going to want that. And earth runes. I'll bring some nature runes too, who knows. Painter Manor is close to Lumbridge. Ish. I haven't heard this song in a long time. My wife Andrea has been playing this game. When she first got to this song, she was cracking up. It's a very goofy tune. At some point I should just kick back and try to do all the free-to-play quests. Knock them all out, right? Yeah, I think the last time we were in this place was the live stream. Where there were enemies in here that were kicking my ass, and I was like, I'll come back and do this later. I don't need to do this now. There's the rubber tube. Need some fish food and poison. The fish food's in a blue box in front on the second floor. Fish food. Oh, there are ghosts here. Good to know. Andrew just got ghosts as a Slayer task. I think she fought them in the Varrock sewers. How do I get in there? Oh, there's a door there. Do I? Fish food. I think I have poison banked as well. I may have gotten it from here, but it was so long ago now I don't really remember. Poison. Is poison on the fish food? Poison fish food. Grab a spade. To get out of the building, look for the small door in the room by the spade. Where's the spade? Here? I think I just warped out of here when I came here last time. I didn't know how to exit. There we go. Go southwest and look for the fountain on the southwest corner of the manor grounds. Use the poison fish food on it. Wow. Oh, I love the quest walkthroughs in this game. I feel like La Mulana Apex compared this game's quest to is the closest comparison I've been able to come up with, and for why I like it so much instead of finding it to be awful. I was going to say, like, it might be a little bit more reasonable if you could be fairly certain that every quest was contained to the area in which you found it, but I don't think it would be better. And that's what makes it more La Mulana-like, right? Like, that game gives you puzzles that often stretch across the entire game world. You can almost be certain that the solution of the puzzle is not on the screen in which you encounter it first. Use poison fish food on fountain. Piranhas start eating the food. They die and float to the surface. There's a pressure gauge and a lot of dead fish. Wow. So I guess you go to the fountain at some point and you see that there's piranhas, so you try to search it, they bite your hand or something. Look for compost on the west side of the grounds. Use a spade. Oh, and there's a... I keep really feeling like I need to do farming while I'm doing other stuff, but just thinking about trying to time it and remember to go back and pick up my harvest is stressful to me for some stupid reason. And I got a key. Use a spade and you'll get a key. Go back into the manor. I think that there are enough farming patches in the game that you can, like, kind of do farming all at once. Like, just kind of rotate between all the different patches, and by the time you get to the last patch, your first one will be ready to harvest. There's a way to play it actively. Like, if stuff couldn't get diseased, it wouldn't stress me out so much. If I could just leave it up for an extra few hours or an extra couple days and come back to it later without wasting XP. I guess that's why people recommend you to use trees for leveling farming. So I guess I could probably do that at some point. I just gotta get over the hump with it, you know? There should be a locked door to get this rubber tube, right? Unlock the door. Okay.
Oil can. Shit, skeleton aggroed me. That's good. Westernmost room on the ground floor. Search the bookcase. Oh, cool. Nice. Just because you can see it while it's top down, huh? Down the ladder. Oh wow, there's the oil can. It's not possible to use telekinetic grab to pick up the oil can, okay. Okay, this looks like a puzzle. I might be able to figure this out without reading the guide, so I'm going to look away from it. I like these single room puzzles like we had for Fermentic Trials, so let's see if I can piece it together on my own. Door puzzle, I assume. Doors don't just open when I talk to them, right? Guess that. Oh, okay. They have an open versus closed state. I see. So let's see. Let's try hitting C. Closes the doors in the room I came in from. It doesn't let me get out, so I have to put that one back. This is the only room I can go to. Can't do anything in here, can I? Maybe I need to change which switches I have pulled up. Let's see. Okay, oh, I can still get in this room, but I haven't changed anything over here, right? If I switch this one off, because there's not that many permutations in this puzzle, because there's not that many choices you can make with the switches you already have access to. Yeah, okay, this gets us to a new room. F. What does the other one do? Doesn't quite close me in the room, but it gets me back to these two switches. Okay. What does D do? I want to get back into that room. Try closing it. I think that's the only door position it's changing on. I don't even know what that one changed. Alright, let me get back to actual levers that I can adjust. Maybe to turn that one back on. Come on. Okay, lets me get back. Oh, that's the answer. I don't know what the rule was for the different levers. I just know that each time you pulled one, you only had like 2 options. So, fairly sight-readable quest. Or puzzle, I should say. And I think going forward, whenever we hit a single room puzzle like this, I'm gonna try to just do it. If I see like that the wiki has a big list of steps to follow, I'm gonna not read them. Alright, where is the dude? Top floor. Where was he on the top floor, though? Oh, right, there's another staircase. There he is. Because he looks like Doc Brown / Einstein. Found anything yet? I have everything. Thank you, milady. It was dreadfully irritating being a chicken. How can I ever thank you? Well, a cash reward's always nice. Of course, of course. 300 coins. 4 quest points. Very cool. What does a portal machine do? Interesting question. Should create a rift in the very fabric of space, opening a portal to some hitherto undiscovered plane that exists parallel to our own. Huh? It's a teleport machine. Okay, so the quest we came here for is called Animal Magnetism. Trainer Manor as a new residence. Let's talk to Ava on the ground floor in the west wing. Oh shit, this one requires the Ectofuntus? Man, I love already having the prereqs for something that has a ridiculous number of prereqs. It's happened several times now. Where like we have the prereqs for no specific reason, right? The Mithril Axe is the one that I think is the funniest. That was so stupid before. Refusing to level woodcutting without it. Hello there, and welcome to my humble abode. It's sadly rather more humble than I'd like, to be honest. But perhaps you can help me with that. Happy to make your home a better place. You don't even have to talk about a reward. You're more gullible than most adventurers, that's for sure. You need to help fix this vile old bed, and I'll find a suitable reward for you. Great, will I be able to take a nap in it? Everyone knows true warriors don't ever sleep or perform any other bodily functions for that matter. To be a slightly more inspiring in your offer. What I need is simple, a couple of undead chickens. You should be able to pick some up at the farm near Port Phasmatis. Use one for my bed and see what I can make from the other in the way of a reward.
Some ideas involving infinite feathers. I'll wait my mystery prize with bated breath. Okay. I didn't bring the ecto file. That's alright. Grab it real quick. The one time I forgot to grab it. Looks like I need ecto tokens too, although I think I have to pick some up from the Ectofuntus anyway, so I'll just talk to the guy there. I've got a bajillion ecto tokens. Deposit this key. I should keep some money on me just in case. The spade doesn't seem to hurt either. Hammer, hard leather. Oh, I actually have some of these things. Polished buttons? You're fucking kidding me. Do I still have iron bars left over? Oh my god. 5 iron bars, which I shouldn't have. Hard leather, which I shouldn't have. A holy symbol, which I just was dicking around when I grabbed it. Okay. Polished buttons, which I haven't sold. I'm still sitting on like 11 of them. A hammer. 20 ecto tokens. A Ghostbeak amulet, which I currently have equipped, I think. And the mithril axe. Wow. I love this game. Jeez. I have everything we need, I think. Refilled that. Talk to the Ghost Disciple. Give me my tokens. 780 ecto tokens. Okay. Should be set on those for a minute. Go to the Undead Chicken Farm west of the Ectofuntus with Ghostbeak amulet and ecto tokens. Alice, super talking to. Yo. How can I help you? I've heard about a quest. I'm after one of your unhealthier poultry. Could you help me? You eat those useless undead chickens? How odd you adventurers are. Talk to my husband, not that I can. Can't you see he's dead? I can't talk to the dead. Okay. I feel like there's like more than 10 quests in this game that require you to be able to speak to ghosts. It's pretty cool. Animals don't look too healthy. It's that fountain thingy in the Temple of the East. Turn them all into zombies. These are zombie animals. Not at all, mate. Those worshippers at the temple keep coming and killing them for their bones. Self-aware once again. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm a simple ghost with simple needs. All I know is years ago that temple started glowing green, and a few months later I woke up dead. This person over here has a dyed graceful outfit, and I've seen a couple other people with a colored graceful outfit. Might be something that I want to try to research at some point if it's something that actually gets me XP in the process. I'd be able to buy some of your chickens. Talk to my wife and I'll think about it. Actually, real quick. Graceful outfit. How do I do alternate colors? I can spend additional marks of grace to recolor. 90 to fully recolor. Recolor it based on areas that I have favor with. So, oh, one of them has my Marstead indigo color. Oh, but you don't get that from favor, you get that from the Brimhaven Agility Arena? Alright, I'm gonna need to check that out at some point. Ooh, it gives Toad Flax. I need Toad Flax to make agility potions and level Herbler up. Graceful outfit recolor. Okay, sorry. Tangent, back to animal magnetism. Maybe we'll do that when we've got extra time in a future episode, or if I got time remaining here in the Brimhaven Agility Arena. How can I help you? Hear about a quest. Message from your husband. He wants you to know that he still loves you despite his ghostly state. Lyra and I were left alive. Ever since that day, I've not been able to speak to him. Tell him I love him, but can't find our savings. And we had a collection of gold and prize cow rosettes just before the curse struck. Infuriating messages. Spent the family cash on cheap spirits. Your sense of humor died, too. Suit yourself, stick in the mud. Anyway, not one of them yokels. Tell her I put the cash in the bank like she always told me to. Now and I'll haunt you till your hair turns white. Oh, they comment. Adventurers keep coming here to kill these chickens for the Ectofuntus. Hear about a quest. Says he put the cash in the bank. I'll need his bank pass in that case. Can't you just take a ghost speak amulet? Then you can talk to him directly. I tried that once with all those other ghosts, and even the undead chickens and cows scared me so much. I wouldn't try it again for all the cash in the Varrock bank. This is funny. I want you to find your bank pass. Maybe she said that, maybe she didn't. I think you're just after my savings. Tell her that no one but a fool gives away their pass numbers. Go tell her now if you're not a double deal and scammer, that is. How can I help you? Hear about a quest. You won't trust me with the bank pass. What if I gave some sort of altered ghost speak amulet to him? Surely that would work? I've heard passing adventurers say there's some witch near here who changes ghost speak amulets. Yeah, that was the Ectofuntus quest. Big nose, monstrous hat. Okay, cool. I was just checking my weight with all these bars and stuff on me. I'm still at negative with the gray slot, but yeah, I kind of want to do that Brimhaven Agility Arena. I mean, I need Agility XP anyway. Finish topping off 70 is a new threshold we need. I'm going to be wearing this outfit all the time. Fashionscape, right? Talk to the old crone. Hear about the farmers east of here. Alice and her husband are having trouble talking to one another and said you might be able to help. Shame about those cows. Why would they think that I could help? Alice seems to think you could alter a ghost speak amulet in order to allow them to communicate. I was attempting to thwart Necrovarus, you created a new type of amulet for me. That's cool. Because I don't think that the Ghost Ahoy quest is a prerequisite for this one. But there's custom dialogue for it. I remember golden hairs on your shoulder. Talk to me again with the Ghost Speak amulet and some space in your backpack, and I'll be ready to work on this little good deed. Mirror part of the unused mystical essence of the Ghost Speak amulet, bind it with Alice's hair, and thus create a second amulet. The second amulet will be useful for the purpose you desire, that won't work for any other ghost or human. Ready to do your mystical stuff with my Ghost Speak amulet. Wow, that was quick and painless. Speak a good neighbor. Crone made amulet. Easy mode. Yo, Alice, what's up? Hear about a quest. Handed him an enhanced amulet. Obtain the amulet, haven't handed it over yet, so it's looking good. Okay, give it to him. What's up, dude? Sort out the bank situation without me being involved. Makes more sense than I was expecting from a musclehead like you. My wife's a clever one. Desperate enough for those chickens to let that pass. Yeah, more than I do, I suppose. Luckily, he had such a brilliant idea. Need to go talk to her now. Talk to her again. Talk to him again, I mean. A couple of your chickens. Chickens is tricksy, especially dead ones. I'll have to catch them for you. They look pretty pathetic. How hard can it be? Send back while I catch him, you city slicker. A cutscene. Here, chicky. This game is too good. Turn off OpenGL during these. You pesky bird. Where'd she go? Get off of my land. You're my husband. Leave now. Cow elite killer. I can never get these animals to myself. You killed Bessie! Buying cow hides and feathers. The chicken's next. Feathers for me. I love that they do this shit. They get the PK Master. Garden of Tranquility. Sticky undead fall. That's one way to catch a chicken, I suppose. The music for that was pretty great, too. Let me buy some of them chickens. Can I buy those chickens now? 10 ecto tokens per bird. Could I buy 2 chickens? Laying away me tokens for some killer cows that'll learn them bone rustlers. Oh man, they have so much fun with this game. It's wonderful. Okay. Head back to Ava with 5 iron bars and a hammer. Got it. Back to Ava. Spiritometric devices show you've been in close contact with ghostly animals. Are we closer to success? Here they are. Look forward to a good night's sleep after all. How's an undead chicken going to help you sleep? Eat feathers to make my bed more comfortable. A comfortable bed will help you sleep. Why in Gielinor would you need an undead chicken when there are perfectly good live chickens just down the road? Undead fellows are much cleaner than living ones, no dust mites. I always think of Ernest when I see a chicken. Nerves can't take killing them. Why do I need a chicken for my reward? We already established I don't use a bed. Seeing as how you ranger types use so many feathers in your arrows, I was thinking I could harness an undead chicken to make an unending supply of arrow flights for you. It's chicken slaying or hanging around in fishing shops. That sounds pretty great to me. Need a magnet next, one with a purely natural field and made from a carefully selected iron bar. I want to talk to the witch next door. Northwest corner of the manor. I didn't know there was a witch in the northwest corner of the manor. Hello, Poppet. What brings you to my little room? I'm going to ask you about making magnets. Something about natural fields. I don't like you near a farmer. Tell you just what to do, and you won't have to worry your pretty head about the complicated bits. You need to patronize me quite so much, do you? I went to anger management classes, my lambkin. That's why I was treating you so kindly. Either this way of talking, or I'll go back to shoving children into ovens. Bring me 5 iron bars. Okay. Great, you'll go far. I made some nice painted metal toys for you, Snickers. Toys? What are you on about, you deranged old bat? If you won't react to kindness, I'm back to luring infants into my oven. You have it on your conscience. Go to the iron mine just northeast of Ribbington and hit the bar with a plain old smithing hammer while facing north. Then take your magnet to Eva. Huh. That's cool. Okay, so it gave me a specific bar, it looks like. So that's Rimmington. This is the mine. This is the one that looks like a crater, right? I wonder if there's some wheelbarrow. So I gotta face north, right? Hit it with the hammer. Oh, cool. Bar magnet. Okay. Back to Lumbridge. Yo, Ava, here's a magnet. Which is influencing the magnet? The undead chicken can use this, I'm sure. Chicken will operate the magnet to attract bits of iron and steel, maybe even your own recently fired arrows. Plenty of totally lost arrowheads lying around the field of Gielinor. Arrows which you fire should be able to attract it back to your quiver by the cunning Afian. Didn't understand your plan. Recovered feathers and arrowheads, what's next? Get a source of wood, one which is spiritually active and can regenerate itself. It will save you some axe work in the future. Try using a wood-cutting axe on the pesky trees in the garden. Just the sort of thing we could use. Try to kill me, though, and I can't fight back. Now you know how those poor guards feel when you hide behind mushrooms and fences and attack them from afar. Oh, man, the number of quests that comment on player behavior. I love it. I reckon you need to try a mithril or better axe on the trees. At least the trees are pretty close. Okay. Oh. Work with the magnet, increase your crafting XP slightly. That's cool. There's a door to get out back here somewhere, is it there? Yeah, like through here. Try cutting an attacking tree. There's one right near the entrance, if I recall. It needs to be one of the ones that attacks you, I think. The axe bounces off the undead wood. Report this to Ava. Okay. Talk to Ava. Tried to hack the tree with my axe, but just bounced off the trunk. Did seem all too convenient to work on the first try. Fortunately for you, I've done some research and it seems to suggest there are 2 choices open to you. First is more interesting. Cut off your arms, have them reanimated as undead, reattach them, and then you should be able to cut the trees normally. Of course, you won't be able to pick your nose anymore, so I suppose you want to try the second option. Not exactly addicted to picking my nose, but I do think I'll pass on that method. We have something to do with Slayer abilities. Slayer's required for this quest? Oh, it totally is. 18 Slayer. No shit. Okay. See Turiel poking around the trees while I was moving in. He's not known for his random touristic activities. You should try chatting with Turiel. He's the Slayer Messenger Berthorpe. Hope he doesn't want me to buy one of his ridiculous fashion accessories. Those earmuffs he sells make heroic adventurers into a laughingstock. Okay. Alright, so bring the mithril axe, a holy symbol. Oh no, I'm going to turn in my mithril axe? Okay, hold on, I need to read ahead a little bit further than I usually do. Tutorial says I'll give you a blessed axe in exchange for... Okay, does the blessed axe work as a mithril axe? This is a silver blade, it can damage vampires. The blessed axe does not retain the functionality of the mithril axe used to create it. It cannot be used to chop anything but undead trees. Uh-oh. I do want to keep leveling wood cutting. What levels do I need for axes? I can already do an adamant axe. I get a rune axe at 41. I think the rune axe is going to be a pain for me to get my hands on. Where do I get gilded axes? Let's see if I can replace it before I turn it in here. It might be a bit of a rare reward from Elite and Master treasure trails. Okay. So that one's not happening. We might need to have a bit of a detour here to see if I can get, if not another mithril axe, another, an adamant axe would be nice. That's the upgrade anyway. I'm already higher level than I should be with the mithril axe. Let me see what drops it. Oh. Looks like there's ice trolls that drop it. Potentially also drop some other stuff that I'm interested in, like improved shield, because I'm still using my mithril shield. Looks like it's the adamant axe is an uncommon drop, and the rune shield is also an uncommon drop. Okay, well, I think let's take a break from animal magnetism to go fight trolls for no reason. It looks like this actually requires me having finished the Fremenic trials to be able to get to. So I can fight them by having the NPCs help me kill them, maybe? Okay. Still have the Ecto file. I need to get the Drummond staff, though. Draw that real quick. I'm gonna deposit all my other crap for now. Probably need some food for this. Oh, there's a bank in Yatas, so I'll do that when I get to the bank. I just need a Drummond staff. Ooh, piece of candy, right? It's advised to use the Protection from Melee prayer when fighting the trolls. Okay. Once again, I love it when we just happen to have the stuff that we need for a new task. And have just recently unlocked it. Figure Fairy Ring. Slayer Cave. Yeah, it's fairly close to... Is there a better one, though? Yeah, the Polar Hunter area. If I sneak through the mining area. There's not a bank here. Oh no, there's a bank in Yatas, so... That's right. Wait for me to jump in here. Jump broken fence. Yay, shortcuts. Who's the one that taught me? These guys, maybe? Yatas, so. Okay, pop by the bank. Need to remember I need to take the hard leather and the buttons back out for later. Let's see, we want fire staff. Got the runes, need chaos runes actually. Hopefully 759 is enough for us to lucky and get the drop. Food, I guess? Hopefully 10 lobsters will cover me. And then we want magic gear. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit the graceful set. It's less of a magic boost, the amulet of power versus the magic amulet, but I like the extra defense in case I get in trouble. Oh, but if I'm safe spotting, I guess this is more important. Could also try fighting them with range. I don't think my range is high enough level, though. It's full kit. Boots. Gloves. Slayer gloves don't punish me for bringing them. Frog leather does punish me. I guess I'll bring some graceful pieces. I'm not going anywhere instant, so it's not a huge deal. Alright. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. Boots. Okay. Let's go give this a shot. Northwest of Nata's Knot. Gotta do some careful walking, it looks like. These trolls? So ice troll females drop the stuff I need to, or is it just the runts? They do. Okay. I safe spot them behind these rocks. Here we go. Come on. Attack ice troll grubs. How do I get loot? I don't know if I need to be the one to tag them for me to get drops from them, or what the deal is. Rune kite shield, holy shit. Yes, please. It's not the adamant axe, but that's extremely exciting. I needed that. Oh man, that's so cool. I don't need a shield thing for a while after that. Damn. This isn't really a safe spot, is it? So I can heal easily. Oh god. Oh god. Heal, 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 heal. I can get multi-attacked by these assholes? Okay, well I got my rune kite shield. Nice troll mill. Fortunately I have a million of these things. So they have ranged attacks. I guess I could turn on protection from ranged. Figure out if there's a prayer altar somewhere around here, though. These guys are nasty. Figure out how they determine what they're gonna hit here. I think as long as I've tagged them, I get a chance to get loot. Once I start running low on resources, I'm gonna have to bounce back into Yatas, so. Alright, time to run. I can't get further from their range than they are from me, right? On leaf. Nope, could still hit me. For a fairly big max hit, too. I need to go back to town after I kill this ice troll and figure out what my plan is. 11 nature runes. Maybe if I can just not be the one that's aggroed, right? Have an easier time. Let them pull the mobs first. See if there's an altar here somewhere. More nature runes, oh my god. This place is great. Rune kite shields, 13 nature runes. I just wish I had this as a task. I could just come here with a bow if all I need to do is tag them, right? So I'm not getting magic XP, but... Oh shit, one of them aggroed me. Get out of here. Once they grab me, it's too late. Okay, let's bank some stuff and then let's regroup. Okay, I rune kite shield. That's gonna be awesome later. Altars. I actually don't think I have any altars nearby. I could try pulling out that new mace I just got. Clean this leaf. Oops. Deposit my new shield. It's very fancy. Cool. It's almost all rune now, right? Yeah. I need to get the plate body, but very exciting. Need 10 more lobsters. I'm gonna burn through all my lobsters trying to do this here. Shit, I don't know how much of that experience was muted. I guess I've been talking for a while, and I realized I was muted for most of it. I don't think we've had that problem a lot of this playthrough. So maybe that all got fast-forwarded, but just to summarize, we came all the way out here to fight these ice trolls to get an adamant axe. Instead, I got a rune kite shield as the very first drop, which is super exciting. Almost died several times, turned on protection from missiles, didn't really help. What else happened? I'm deciding to not do this with magic because I don't really need the runes. I'm going to try doing it with ranged, just so I can claim them and get my hits in. Yeah, it looks like the guards can do most of the work, and as long as I tag them once, I get a chance to get loot. But we got a rune kite shield, super exciting, and we're here for an adamant axe. If you missed that before it started fast forwarding, I have to go back and watch the video. I have no idea how much got lost to it being muted there. Cape shield. Hopefully it doesn't reduce my range too much. I'll take a 2 range penalty though for plus all those defensive bonuses sound great. I get to use the thing we just got too. What other slot did I have that was empty? Cape, gloves, ring technically. Alright, let's go give this a shot. So the goal here is to just tag the trolls without... after the guards have hit them, to try to tag them with the bow really quick. They turn on the thing that lets me just left click them. Might give me a easier time. Left click where available. Okay. Should remember to turn that off afterward. Basically, if the trolls aggro me first, that's very bad. But if they aggro the trolls, then I can tap them and get loot. And they kill them just fine without my influence. So I just want to stay back and try to only tag the ones that they've already aggroed on. Oh, it looks like I can pull aggro off them, so I need to be a little careful. God, max hit of 15. Yeah, it's like this guy over here just tagged me with a ranged attack. They dropped boatloads of nature runes, was the other thing I was celebrating earlier. Here for an adamant axe, so that we can go back and finish animal magnetism. Run away! Okay, so I can pull them back to here and kill them safely, but I definitely want to try to do my kills by letting the guards fight them. I just have to get my aggro radius under control. God, it's so easy for them to aggro me. Raw sharks just dropped. Run! Oh god, this is so stressful. I'm gonna use all of my lobsters here. And get this troll across the bridge. I can kill them with impunity. See what's dropping over there, though. Oh, those sharks were noted, no kidding. Oh my god, it dropped. Oh my god, that was so painless. I mean, we're getting pretty close to dying a couple times, but I can get the fuck out of here now. Alright, go, 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 go! We're not gonna run over time on the episode. And I got a rune kite shield. It's not even what I came here for. That's fantastic. Oh, I'm so happy. Words cannot express how happy I am. I guess I need to figure out where we're going for a rune axe once I get to 41 woodcutting, but I'm not even planning to touch woodcutting for a while. I just don't want to give up my best axe. Okay, thank God. It feels really good to have that taken care of. Grab the mithril axe, which we're going to be basically getting rid of. I think I'm going to have to replace my holy symbol also, so I'm glad I got the high enough prayer to be able to make one. Let's go in our food section here. Deposit this random chain body. I could probably craft away later. Deposit all my junk. Ghost Speak amulet just in case. I probably want to have the Ring of Karos on us whenever requesting. Seems like it does things. Oh, let's make that green. Okay, so we need to set aside the holy symbol, the mithril axe, polished buttons, and hard leather, right? Okay, back to animal magnetism. Yeah, I don't know how long it was muted for. Actually, instead of speculating on it and like repeating everything you've already heard me say, let me split the VOD here and I'll go back and watch it real quick, and then we'll wrap this in the last 50 minutes. A sec. Okay, I was on mute for much less of it than so. From y'all's perspective, like I don't see what the problem is. I heard everything you were saying, but I'm just in like muscle memory mode with turning mute on and off, and I noticed I talked once while it was off. I'm like, has it been off this whole time? Marty, it is 3:30 in the morning. You eat at 7 a.m. You're gonna have to be patient, buddy. Everything's fine. We got all the things we came for. You saw me panicking. It was probably in slow motion while I was almost dying and quaffing lobsters as fast as possible. Let's get back to animal magnetism. Alright, talking to the Slayer Master. I do not need a new assignment. No. Do not do that. Do not reset my streak. Talk to Turiel. What are you after? You're about a quest. He saw you hanging around the moving trees in your Drainer Manor. What is it you're needing? I need some of the wood from them, but my axe just bounced off the trunk. I need a blessed axe. No one makes them though these days. Too soft to cut normal wood since the axe's edge must be replaced by holy silver. You can give me a mithril axe and a holy symbol of Ceradome, and I can let you have my axe. Make myself a new one when no one's pestering me for Slayer tasks. Okay. Can't do that, and I'll have to go make my own symbol again later. No, do not talk to him about assignments. Those trees again. I'd love one, thanks. Sweet. Go ahead and mark this. Guess if I can fight vampires, that's useful. Shall market this one so I know that it's not meant to be for woodcutting. Okay. Back to Lumbridge. For a minute there, I thought that was giving me woodcutting XP as fast as I could click. I think it has a chance to roll as fast as I click, but it's only 5 per roll, so... Okay, I'm not gonna try to do that on purpose here. Destroy undead twigs. Oh wow. Cool, it warns you before you drop or destroy it. Okay, that's what makes it untenable as a way to level woodcutting. Got it. Did I need woodcutting for this quest? 35 woodcutting. 31 prayer. Oh, for Iron Men, because you need to be able to make your own holy symbol. Ranged, yeah. Crafting. I love how they get all these things to come together. How do you have a quest that requires 30? You can make a blessed axe. Yo, got your shit. Certainly took your time. Say they didn't grow on trees, but I guess you'd just be sarcastic about my sense of humor. All the ingredients for infinite arrows. We just need a container in which we can keep the components in the correct mutual alignment. They're making it sound like this thing not only picks up arrows, but it generates arrows. Look at those research notes now. If your head doesn't explode from reading them. Wouldn't be all bad, as your body would be useful for research after death. What I'd be upset about is if bits of you landed in my nice new bed. Your concern is touching. Translate the research notes. Oh god. This is a mess. What even is this? Can I just delete everything? Okay, maybe I wanted to not remove any images and just remove garble text. Or maybe it only have the stuff that I already have access to? Sorry, my sister's coming to visit this morning and they almost missed their gate. That's like an elemental fear for me. Okay, I'm not sure I understand what this puzzle is. It's blank no matter what I select. Maybe it's based on getting the things I know we need. Okay, so it definitely involves a magnet. Magnet, chicken. I only know about buttons from reading ahead in the quest. That looks right. You're supposed to click? Okay, well, whatever. I guess that's the answer. I don't understand how you're supposed to figure that out blind. Not a thuggish moron like you seem to think. For all I know, it was pure luck. Yeah, about that. So we don't have any assistants. You're not exactly easy to work with. This is all a favor to you. I could have just started to fob you off with a feather duster. Giving you a pattern for the container, you'll need to combine them with some polished buttons and hard leather. Then we're almost done. H.A.M Society carries this sort of stuff. Yeah, I do have tons of those. How would you know this strange detail? Here they lose their clothes a lot to thieves. They have to make do with shoddy goods. I love all that stuff. Combine the pattern with hard leather and polished buttons. A container. Now the arrow manufacturer is ready for use. There you are. Talk to me if you need more information later. 1,000 XP each in crafting, fletching, and slayer. 2,500 woodcutting. A quest point in Ava's device. Fletching 32. Woodcutting 38. Glad we got that adamant axe. Although I think I need to get the rune axe soon. 41, right? Okay, that's cool. 1,000 slayer, getting us close to 46. Ava's attractor. A bagged chicken ready to serve you. Magnet and claw. Oh, thing's pretty cool looking. Alright, so I haven't actually read how this works. It's got the little magnet in the back. Oh wow, yeah, there's like a stick on the side of it. A magnet, and then some feathers in the pocket. Okay. How does this thing work? Ava's attractor is an item. Word of the player completing the quest Animal Magnetism. If the player is below level 50 ranged, in the cape slot and picks up arrows, bolts, darts, and knives, as well as having a ranged attack. Does it have a ranged attack bonus? Maybe it doesn't show when you hover over it. Try unequipping it. Oh no, +2 ranged. Okay, that's cool. +2 magic defense. I wonder why it doesn't show on the tooltip. Gathers junk while equipped. Okay, this doesn't recover everything. Some things still fall on the floor, but it does a pretty good job of recovering it looks like. Ava will upgrade it to Ava's accumulator after the Animal Magnetism quest, provided the player has 50 ranged and pays 75 steel arrows. Oh, that's easy. Okay. So I can upgrade this when I get to 50 ranged. Looks like it vastly reduces the rate at which stuff gets dropped on the floor. It's only like 8% dropped on the floor, and I would just be fine with leaving those behind in most cases. Can be reobtained if lost. Okay. Well, that's cool. Be convenient for range leveling later on. Let me get rid of all these twigs. Yes. Wow. They really didn't want me doing this. Alright, well, we got 35 minutes left. I kind of want to give this this backpack a try. So I think I'm going to go to... Let's fight some moss giants down in the Edgeville dungeon. See if I can get my range. I probably won't get it to 40, but maybe we can skill it up a bit. We'll close out the episode with that, and then next episode we will start the quest to get the halberd, which we've been working on for some time. So I'll go ahead and mute and fast forward. If any interesting drops happen, like Ranard seeds, I'll let you know. So it looks like it just generates ammo in addition to recovering ammo, which is kind of interesting. Oh, that's so much cleaner than it used to be. Dig it. Train on these things forever. It's kind of a bummer that there's not a Slayer task or other incentive to be fighting them specifically, but hey, I can't complain too much. Range 37. Making strides. Okay. Range training is so much less stressful now that I'm not strewing bone bolts or steel arrows earlier all over the place. Like, I actively hated training range when we were fighting those cows. I was just freaking out about picking all my arrows back up and running out of them. Like, these bone bolts are so cheap that I can do this indefinitely, and it seems like they're decent damage. Like, that was the other thing I was stressed out about, is, like, it seemed like you really wanted to keep pace with the ammo you were using, because it affected your max hit. It was like using mind runes versus chaos runes. These seems like they're good enough, especially, like, the XP per coin, right? This actually makes me kind of anxious to get finish this stupid Abyssal Mage Slayer task, because now I kind of want to level ranged all the time, now that it's not as much of a hassle as it used to be. But I also don't know if I have the mental fortitude to just sit and do Abyssal Mages for 2 hours or however long it would take. The big issue is that it's just so high attention, because I have to be prayer flicking constantly to not die, you know? So I might just try to do my agility discipline of doing a certain number of mages per session. Range 38. 2 more. I might actually be able to squeeze out range 40 before the end of this episode. That would be nice. That opens up several quest unlocks, question mark? I made a document. Well, I've got my spreadsheet, but I used the spreadsheet recently to figure out how many levels I needed for each skill to get one new quest. Range 37, range 40, and then range 60. So doing this today is going to unlock 3 quests. Don't know what they are, but it's cool. Range 39. We are going to go a little bit over the clock here to hit 40. I'm just going to get off the Water Obelisk Island. Oh. That's interesting. I've walked past that before. It's by Catherby, right? I was wondering how you get over there. Oh, that's cool. It actually tells you what your special attack is. Deal an attack with greatly increased accuracy on unsuspecting targets. It lowers your target's defense level with the damage dealt. Lowers defense, that seems pretty good. I should be using that more often. I'm not used to having a special attack. We finally got one for the first time like 150 hours into the game. So I gotta develop the muscle memory for that. Oh, looks like we're kind of close to 53 hit points. That's cool. Hit points are slow now. Super slow. wonder if the drop chance for that seed that's worth like 40,000 gold is higher during a Slayer task. I don't think we've gotten any since I started killing them on the side. I think this might be a good replacement for swamp toads, which give no XP. Might not be the case. Hey, hit points 53. Very cool. Hey, we got the prison random event. Let me proc it here in a sec. Come to lock you up. Alright, I'll come quietly. Triangle. Square. Gave me an uncut emerald. Okay. Guess we're trying to hide these seed names. Let's see. I am going to switch to Runelight eventually. It's just, it's hard because I've spent so much time customizing my... Hey, range 40, we're done. Didn't even realize how close we were. Can I wear a green dragonhide armor, which maybe I should try to get my hands on. U-bows, rune-throwing weapons, ranger boots, and the Robin Hood hat. Okay, that's a lot of fucking... That's a lot of shit. That's a lot of shit. Hide, never show. Marintil seed. Jangerberry seed. Basically any of the seeds that aren't worth junk. The ones that are pickpocketable that everyone has a million of from leveling thievery. Okay, we hit range 40. That was the goal, so I think that's going to be a wrap. Let me head back to the bank. I'd like to wrap up there. While I was killing those, I was like, okay, I need to get this rune axe, right? Because we're going to hit 41 woodcutting kind of soon. The adamant axe is only going to last me for 3 levels. And it looks like unlocking fairy rings has made it really easy for us to get a rune axe. In fact, probably should have done that instead of fighting basilisks for a mithril axe and fighting trolls for an adamant axe. But hey, the trolls gave us a rune kite shield, so it wasn't a complete waste. But basically, we've been able to do these, get all these axes for a while, ever since we unlocked fairy rings. So I committed to doing the halberd quest chain, at least the first quest in the halberd quest chain, next episode. So I promise we'll start with that. But since it seems super long, I might take a break from it to switch to getting the rune axe in the area is called the Enchanted Valley. We'll look into that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.